Hello, everybody. I'm a hair late, and by a hair, I mean 2 minutes. And of course, I am not ready for comments. Um, it's late-ish. I've been up forever, so I apologize in advance. Hey, Tweet. Hey, girl. Um, hmm. Sorry, I am looking down at the phone. I didn't even do questions. Yes, I'm late. I know. I didn't do questions for this time because I just wanted to talk about the book organically. The book is Sisters, written by Tanisha N. Bowman. She's a um, and Soldier Girl Productions. She's a friend of mine. I've known Tanisha forever, but I wanted to kind of expose her writing to a bunch of different people who maybe have not even heard of her before, or hadn't gotten around to reading her stuff. So this is her latest book, Sisters. And until people get on here, other than Tweet, hey girl, until other people come on, I'm just going to go for what I know, because I'm not going to be before you long. I said that just like a pastor or something like that, but I'm sleepy, and I promised a friend of mine who's in from out of town that I was going to go and catch up with her tonight because she's only in town tonight. Let me see. Sisters is the story of, let me see, 4 women. There's Zaira, Cameron, Lena, and Miracle. And these 4 individual women leading 4 different lives, some kind of way connect up, like if you ever saw the movie Crash, how everybody's life is kind of tied to somebody else's. And it has probably one of the best turns I've seen since we read Ruined by D.E. Eliot. It's got like, and by now, if anybody's on here, they have read it. If you're watching this in the rewind, or hey, there she is. Tweet meet Tanisha, Tanisha meet Tweet. Tweet is the little annoying sister I had. Tanisha is the author. I'm giving people a recap. There are 4 women, and I was saying how their lives kind of connect and swirl around each other through one family, the Danes family. Everybody's got their own path in life. Everybody's doing something amazing with themselves. And unexpectedly, you find out that they're a lot more connected than you thought. I just thought everybody was in the same city, hanging out, doing their own stuff, until one night at Horns, which is a local nightclub, you get to see just how close and how real everything is. I wasn't prepared for some of it. I started to kind of almost think that some of these people was a little related, but Tanisha did good on that one. She did good on that one. I didn't see some of that coming. And if you are in here, hopefully you have read the book. If not, be prepared for spoilers, honey, because I didn't got time to be trying to tiptoe around people. Zaira, am I saying Zaira right, Tanisha? Because you wrote her name, so you know. Zaira, is that her name? Is that how we saying it? Zaira she is the oldest woman because she's the mother of 3 sons, Edward, Eric Jr., and Evan. They all have E names because their daddy's name is Eric. And her sons kind of are intermingling with these women, except for one, thank the Lord, except for Cameron, who turns out to be Zaira's husband's baby. So yeah, that was a little something he created in school while he was teaching. She didn't know, well, Zaire knew. Eric did not know, and Cameron, the daughter, did not know. Her mother, Helen, did know, but Helen was out on some, well, you was married and I got a baby and I'm just raised on my own. Kind of commend her for that, because you know what you're getting into when you do certain things. However, I don't think it was cool to not tell the guy, especially when you know he got sons, because my thinking is, because you know I watched Maury and everything back in the day, what if one of her brothers would have dated her because she was beautiful? like, I get, you think that your child would never be in the same city with these kind of people, but ugh, that was a little sticky for me, knowing that that was a possibility, and that he knew nothing about it. I was The biggest surprise to me, though, came when it all came out about he had this daughter, and they were hiding it from the wife and didn't want the wife to know. And the son, Michael, well, what's Michael's real name? Edward. Edward's middle name is Michael. The boys kind of went after their middle names. Um, he was talking to his father in the office, like, it's okay, Dad, we'll just get through this together, and mom is, stuff, blah, blah. And he goes, like, open the door to walk out, and the mom is standing there. And I promise you, when I read this part, I literally, like, hollered. And people were looking at me like, and I was like, that was bad. That was so bad to have that woman find out that way. However, yeah, I guess you was looking for the shock value. Zaira. Okay. I was completely floored on that part, Tanisha. And I feel like because we were friends, you probably could have gave me some notice. I was not ready for that. And I guess it's a good thing that that was in there, because I wasn't ready for it. And even if someone is watching this in the rewind, I do suggest that you go grab the book and read it anyway. If you are a plow through reader like I am, you can literally finish it in 2 days. I was trying to read it while I was on air at the radio station. Things wasn't working out. Oh yeah, hold on, let me put a pin in that. Y'all, I got a stalker. And if I felt like giving this dude some shine, where I don't know if it's a stalker or a tormentor, I will play you some of the audio. Like, he calls in and leaves horrible messages at the radio station. And at first I was kind of upset, and then I was like, Mama, I made it. Oh God. But it was funny. Later on I'll tell y'all, because I see Takesha, hey girl, and Tanisha, and some of y'all, I see y'all, and I know y'all personally. I'll tell y'all what the person said. But honey, you can't tell me I ain't Oprah. Like, people don't like her either. So yeah, that was the face I made this morning, like. And then I was like, okay. So yeah, I'm not horribly concerned, but some of the people around me are concerned. So maybe I'm starting to wonder if I'm not doing this right. Anyway, back to the book. Tanisha, I need to ask you, I kind of know when you started writing the book. How long did it take you to map it out and to finish this book? Because with all these twists and turns and things going on, I would think that it took you like an eternity, but I don't think it did, because I remember when you started writing it. How long did it take you to write Sisters? Hey, Tony. And of course, I'm looking around like, where are the comments at? They don't always show up for me. I'm praying for that. Could be because they're making me use Google Chrome, and I don't really do Chrome out like that. Is my ringer off? Yes. Okay, I'm not seeing an answer from Tanisha, and I know she's probably trying to answer me. I want to say, from the first email I got about the book until the book came to be, was it 2 months maybe tops? I don't even think it was that. Yeah, I don't even think it was 2 months time period before you had put the book out. And I remember when the book came out, I bought it, I think that day. I started, then went back and forth for 3 months. It was 3? I didn't even think it was 3 months. I did not even think it was 3 months. Because to me, it was like, you were like, hey, I'm writing this book called Sisters. I think I miss you post this book. You probably did, but Tony, listen. Right? Is it still on sale now, Tanisha? I think it's still on sale. If it is 99 cents. And Tanisha has been saying it for the longest. It's the best dollar you'll spend all week. Go ahead and just grab it, and yeah, read some other folks' tea, because that's exactly what it is. It's like being nosy and getting in somebody else's tea. Like, and I didn't know if it's called Sisters, but I found that there was so much about the brothers too that it could have went either way. The three brothers and Eric, he lives out of town, but the brothers and the way that they kind of changed in their lives and the way things went on, it was really kind of good for me. I felt bad for who is the girl who didn't have parents? Miracle. Yeah, Miracle. Miracle's got a little tongue tied. Miracle's parents had passed away. So I felt really bad for her. But then she got Malik, and he was such a good boyfriend. First of all, Tanisha, let's talk about these dudes you making up. Who are you patterning them after? Because we don't have those around here. That's just my thought. Send me a pic of the cover. Okay. Um, Yeah, no, seriously, Tanisha, who are you patterning these men after? Because the one who wanted to wait until they got married, like he was gonna wait with her, where those at? In what store are you finding this husband material? That's all I'm saying. All right, Tony, I'm sending you the picture of the cover right now. Hey, wait. Okay. Yeah, I'm sending you the picture of the cover right now. Do y'all hear? I got the sound on there. Let me turn that off because I don't need everybody. I think somebody's commenting on the post that I said I had a stalker. Y'all pray for me. Boop. There. Found the cover. Send it to Tony. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I think it's a good book. Trust me, it's really good, and you will not be you won't be disappointed. Yeah, there's no way you pattern these dudes after like some real dude. They had to have come from your imagination. And some of the stuff that they were saying, I was like, oh, I think us girls want somebody to say that kind of stuff to us. And it didn't happen. But it's good that it happens in books, though. It's really good that it happens in books. Did you have to do any research or anything, about the record industry or some of the others? I can't believe my hair is this fuzzy. But then again, y'all listen. I've been up since 5 and I have been talking all day. So yeah, I'm looking a little worse for wear and it's close to my bedtime and I still got to go out. So yeah, did you build a, you know what? We need it. You know what, Tony? Go ahead and grab that domain real quick because if Build a Brother is her, if it's not a business, we need to hurry up and get it to be one, and we can just like write a whole bunch of wish lists on there. But you married, so you can't do it. That's all I'm saying. That's gonna be a no. You're not allowed. Um, I was really interested in how you fleshed it all out. Getting all of this stuff in your out of your imagination with all the different places and people and backgrounds. Do you write out character sketches and everything before you start developing the character, or nope, just kind of thought about regular businesses and how people are discovered? Okay, girl. Yeah. Hey, Jasmine. Build a Brother. No, seriously, I'm finna see if buildabrother.com is a real thing, because if it is, if it is, I need to go see what they're doing over there. It would be really nice if it was a place for like mentoring, because these guys in this book, if they were real, I'd need them to mentor some of these dudes around here. That's all I'm saying. Because these people are in their what, like early 30s, mid to late 20. No, Cameron's 20. Cameron's 20. How old are they? I think they were in their later 20s, early 30s. Like, yeah, if they got all their ducks in a row at that age, it's a mirage, sis. Like, I was surprised. It was just beautiful the way that some of the men were talking, and nobody was just like mad and acting a fool in a relationship. The girls wasn't getting all petty and weird, and that's how I was like, yeah, these is fictional characters, because not once did anybody want to like get smart with someone else in the book. But I think it was really good to see a book that was basically black love and forgiveness, even though Eric is white. Sometimes I think about what I would do, then hammer it out. I run a lot of ideas by my daughter too, which is really weird because she is like mad younger than I am. But yeah, it was really good to see black love with the younger couples, forgiveness, because listen here, let me tell you something. I don't know if I would be that forgiving if my whole husband had a kid when we were married. Not like right before, not like in the early stages of. This is in their marriage. I think they had been married for 10 years, I think. I'm praying about that because I know miracles in her 20s. Okay, mid 20s. That's what I was thinking. I know that you're supposed to forgive and all of this kind of stuff. But listen here, let me tell you something. Lavetta has a petty demon. And the money he had though, we ain't getting divorced. But I'm gonna act a fool. So I've just got to pray that the Lord deliver me from that because I don't need to be running around here acting like that. However, I think it was good the fact that you wrote all of that in there about the forgiveness, and she never once, Zaira never once came out of a bag and acted a fool on him. I did appreciate that because so many times we expect Black women to act like that, to show out, act a fool, be a whole nut, and do horrible. Like, she didn't want to burn up his stuff. She didn't burn up none of his stuff. She didn't cut up none of his stuff. She did not call him 5011 names. She was just like, okay, bro. So I see this is what hadn't happened. And she knew about it before he did. That was the crazy part. And she kept it a secret because, like she said, and I loved it. She said it wasn't my story to tell. I have had so many people ask me, why didn't you say so-and-so and you knew? Not my story to tell. I have said that a million times. I don't tell other people's business unless I absolutely have to. Especially now, if it's something like this, I ain't telling at all because it's not my story. And I can't give you the backstory and the intention behind it and the emotion behind such a thing. I can't tell you, hey, your husband got a baby girl, and you don't even, she needed to hear that from his mouth. She needed to see the expression on his face. And he was tore up about it. Poor dude back there crying in the back of horns. I mean, crying. Poor man. But yeah, it's gotta suck to be somewhere hearing a live band and then the old fling on some, yeah, congratulations, it's a girl. Whew, she ran my pressure up. Helen was kind of rude for that, but I get why she did it because I would have done that. I would have done that. So I can get why she did it, but dang, girl, that kind of hurt a little bit. All right, so what else I want to know is, I read the whole ending of the book. I get it. And it seemed to be wrapped up in a nice little bow. Is there going to be a part 2 of this one? Yay, nay, possibly. Because I need to know what happens later. Also, I thought it was kind of interesting that Eric Jr. cheated on, what's her name? Evelyn. And he had to, because his wife is evidently younger, he was in the doghouse for it. That was interesting to see how the two different dynamics were. Like, his mother was way more forgiving and there was a whole baby involved. And his wife pretty much had him sleeping in the doghouse and he just had like an indiscretion. That was interesting to me. And I thought, okay, yeah. They had, what, 2 children? Yeah, because he was supposed to be working on the 3rd at the pool house. You don't come to your parents' house to be trying to work on an extra baby. No, sir. No, sir. That's not what we're doing. But it was really good. I thought you fleshed it out really, really well. You know how sometimes if you're a reader or a writer, you can kind of feel where a story is going? I was praying for a happy ending. I was praying for a happy ending because so many times you don't get a happy ending. And I think that this ending was happy enough for me to be satisfied. Yeah, I did check those parallels. I didn't want something bad. And I promise you, I'm sitting on the edge of the bed trying to finish reading the book. And I kept thinking to myself, dang, it's going to be a car accident. Somebody finna die. It just cannot be this good because we're so used to, as Black people, having something come up that causes what you think to be your happily ever after to go bad. And in this case, the happily ever after did not go bad. You know, they mama got to plan a nice big wedding. I was concerned about Miracle though. I was concerned. You had her waiting too long to answer that boy when he tried to propose to her. Where did you get those ring descriptions? Did you actually see those rings somewhere? I wish I could bring you into the video. Like, how do I do that? That would make so much sense. I want to just start pushing buttons and see what happens. No, that's how you mess up stuff, Lavetta. Okay, so you did see those rings, because I'm like, I have never seen a diamond like that. Girl, stop. You went to Jared's? Ow. I had never, you can tell I don't go jewelry shopping and I don't wear diamondy kind of things. But I was wondering, I'm like, where in the world did this ring description come from? Jared's. Go figure. Go figure. I don't know if you can see me. I think it just went away. Go figure. Never would have known. Jared's. So you did do some research on the ring. I ain't mad. I'm not mad. Okay, so, and this is a question for people who watch the video afterwards too, because after it's here, I'm going to pin it to the Facebook page, and I'm also going to upload it to YouTube so I can get, you know, different engagement. I want to know how many women would be willing to accept a marriage proposal that did not come immediately with a ring, because there were marriage proposals in the book that had rings, that did not have rings. And I want to know how many people would really be all down for it if there was no ring involved. Also, Lena had said to Michael something saying like, you better make sure the ring is like worth it or something, or make sure it's something hinting to the fact that it better be a good or a healthy size ring. And I was like, okay, sis. Okay. So size does matter for you. It doesn't matter for everybody, but I guess in this case, it mattered for her. She wanted something, and she's a corporate woman too. So, you know, it's all about the flash. I would have thought Miracle would have gotten something smaller, simply because of her style didn't seem overly flashy and stuff to me. But Malik's got money. All of them. That's really good that it was a family of 3 boys and everybody had money. Nobody was borrowing money, because sometimes in a book you will see not everybody's successful. There's got to be that one person in the family that is a little bit on the rougher side, struggling. There were absolutely like no dope heads in the book. I loved it. And everybody had love in their family. Nobody came up with some, oh, this one doesn't love me, except for Zaire. She did hop on a bus and was like, peace out to her people. But, you know, she just wanted to do better for herself. But nobody in the book grew up completely unloved. And so many times that happens in stories where, especially with African Americans, somebody grew up unloved, so then they don't know how to act. They don't know how to, you know, behave with other people. You want to show successful men and women who could get through life. Thank you for that. Because I don't know if you ever read, or if anyone's ever read Disappearing Acts. It's a Terry McMillan book. And the guy in the book, what's his name? Franklin? It was a movie too with Sanaa Lathan and Wesley Snipes. And Franklin had had some struggles in his life, so therefore he kind of sucked. And here he was like having babies and leaving folk because he didn't really know how to love. Not saying that his parents didn't love him, he just didn't really know how to love. And so therefore he gets with this woman who grew up with both of her parents, and she had a charmed life, and she get with him and she's expecting what she grew up in, and it's a whole different ball game. And you can see the dynamic and the struggle of a relationship. That was something that was absent from Sisters, and I appreciated it because I'm sick of seeing struggle. I feel like at this point in our lives, we have all read books with struggle, with strife, and, oh, your mama don't like me, so now I can't be with you. And I did like the fact that the guy's mom did like their women. She said that she didn't like some of their other chicks, their old chicks, but I did like the fact that she liked each one of these girls. She was not a hating mother-in-law like so many people write, because that gives, for single people, I'm gonna tell you now, for single people, when you see hating mother-in-laws in a book all the time, and you've never really been exposed, especially if you didn't grow up in a two-parent household with like both sets of grandparents, you don't know that mother-in-laws aren't hateful creatures. Like growing up, those of us who grew up watching Disney, we thought stepmothers were all evil. It's the same thing. Stepmothers are evil. Mother-in-laws are hating. And I was thankful to not have to see that, because it keeps perpetuating stereotypes. And not everybody's mean. Not everybody out here hating. Not everybody out here is acting like George Jefferson's mama. Swear wheezy. Not everybody's doing that. And I did appreciate that for the book. I don't think I would have changed anything. I probably would have got a happy ending for Helen, but everybody can't end up on a happy ending. But Helen got, the piece that she wanted. Her baby got a dad. And I think it was really cool how, she just didn't mention the guy. Cameron knew she had a father. She just, didn't know who. Her mama didn't mention it. Wasn't nobody in the family being ignorant and like sneak dissing and dropping hints and stuff. So I kind of appreciated that too, because that also does not happen in the African American community. Oh, they'll drop hints on who your people is in a minute and be on some, well, I heard her daddy was so-and-so. I was thankful that you did not do that, because yeah, that kind of stuff is counterproductive to the culture that we are trying to embrace now, especially because we're successful people. And I don't know why people keep thinking that all of us, I choose to use improper English sometimes. I don't know why society thinks that we all are or undereducated, and that we all are illiterate and speak Slavanese. Like, we don't. And I think that this book really does show you that African American people, young African American people, can be successful, can have good lives, can be with one person, and can be virgins and not out here being Catholic schoolgirl virgins, if you catch my drift. Because I didn't catch any of that with Miracle and Malik, and I was looking for it. I was like, y'all sleeping in the same bed? But there was none of that stuff going on. Like I said, if you are just tuning in, or if you have not read the book, spoiler alert, honey. Spoiler alert. The videos are always full of spoilers, because this is the recap, review, and discussion thereof. But yeah, if you have not gotten the book, I suggest you run out and get it. How long is it going to be extra cheap, Tanisha? And I said extra cheap because to me, 99 cents is extra cheap. Like, it can't go no more on sale than that. Absolutely no more. I'm looking to see if I see a comment. Oh, Lord. I always have to, because of blogs and things, I always have to keep checking news sites and stuff, and it's just a big much. Oh, so that's going to be the permanent price. Okay, so everybody, I'm going to link it in the descriptions and everything like that. The book Sisters is going to be flat out 99 cents. You need to get it. I'm going to also purchase me a physical copy, just because now for the next 6 months I'm allowed to purchase real books and I'm gonna be grabbing some. I put myself on book punishment, and I was not allowed to purchase any physical books until I had made a dent in my to be read pile. So I mean, I didn't make a dent in it. However, I'm just going to start buying new books, because I'm out here living my best life and I'm doing wild and crazy things. So I might as well start buying books again. I do need to buy a new bookshelf, though, to house some of the new ones, because I can't give them away. I can't donate them, and I will not throw them away. You'll mail me one? No need to buy. Oh, thank you. Okay, now if you're going to mail me one, I need to have it signed. I don't. I like my book signed. Ain't that being picky? Like, who else? Oh, thanks for the gift, but sign it though. Because yeah, I like when when I get a book from the author, or if I can find an author that wants to sign up, I like having my book signed. I don't even know why. I probably will never crack the spine of it. I just like having stuff like, hey, I sent this to you, because to me, it makes the book even more special. And like I said, I never give away my books. I don't even lend out my books anymore because people have a habit of not giving them back. The last book I loaned out was probably better than 10 years ago, and it was a Stephen King book called Gerald's Game, and I never got it back, and I had to buy it again because I had to. I have all the Stephen King books, so you can't have one missing because somebody took it. So I had to buy it again, and then after that, I just shut it down. I can let somebody borrow a digital book all day because, yeah, all I got to do is email that, and they're going to pull it back to me, and I know I'm going to get it back. But, yeah, I don't loan out books because books are my friends. They like my kids, and I wouldn't loan out my kid. All right, Tanisha, what is next? What do you have coming up next? Anything? Because I know you've done the Breeze series and Transitional Woman. For those of you who have not read those, go grab those too. I'll link all of that down in the description box or in the description of this video, or just the Amazon link, period, to all of her works. But Tanisha, what is next for you? You got something else you're working on? You don't know. Girl, what you mean you don't know? Are you waiting for life to kind of point you in that direction? Because I know sometimes people do kind of just wait for the inspiration of it. Like I cannot for the life of me just be creative. I need to think about it a minute, mull it over for a while, or get inspiration from somewhere. Okay, so a little. Okay. This is August. Anything happening later on this year, do you think? But I know you're traveling a lot. I saw your IG story. You was on a plane somewhere. What are you doing? Because I know you're still out here working, but this looks like you was out somewhere kicking it because I saw your food too. So what are you doing? Where are you, Wisconsin? You hanging with Kanye? What happened? You thought about Sisters for a year before you wrote it? Oh, that's a long time to hold on to it. That's a long time. But then again, let me take that back because I have a story, and y'all pray for me. I have been working on this one particular story for, I want to say, Jesus, for 10 years. And it is about 3/4 done. And then I have an outline for how I want it to end. I'm just not sure that I want it to end that way. So I have it written. Why? Child, ain't no telling. I'm just not sure that I want it to end that way. That's the only reason why I have not finished it. And it is so heartbreaking. And I need to, like, you know how sometimes you want to go through stuff with a fine-tooth comb? I want to go back over it with a fine-tooth comb and make sure that this is exactly how I want these people to be portrayed before I put it out there, because I'm not really feeling certain aspects of it. I feel like I could tweak. So every few, and I'm not even lying, I wrote it out longhand. So it's like in notebooks, and then I put it on my computer. And every year or so, I read it all over again from top to bottom and make very small changes to the whole thing. Every year or so I do it. And one of these days I'm gonna just be done. Hey, Mike. Thinking about something relating to military woman. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would help. Uh, yeah. Yes, Michael, this is a book club. We read around here. Michael is my truck driving friend. And yesterday he saw something real interesting at a truck stop. I'm praying for him because he took a picture of it. But yes, Michael, we read books around here. I'm reading the title and I'm bored. That's because you're a guy and you drive trucks. You ain't got time to read. You need to get on Audible though, because they might be able to have some books to help you with your deer hunting. Michael is a deer hunter. Like, he's got bow and arrows. Like, he Katniss Everdeen out here. So yeah, pray for him. And he's here for the comedic relief. But yeah, Tanisha, I think a military book would be good because that's something you're really familiar with because you are a military woman. So yeah, yeah, he is Katniss Everdeen because Katniss was a better shot than Gale, or maybe you are Gale. That's why you ain't bagged a deer yet, Michael. I quit because I know you're trying to feed your family with that deer meat. But yeah, I'm behind on so much binge watching and writing and reading. It's not even funny. I'm not recording no hunts. I don't want to watch an animal die. I think I would cry. I need to binge watch and then record an hour-long recap for Orange is the New Black. I need to finish watching Power and recording those recaps and Claws. But I'm gonna tell y'all, Beyonce and Tank and the Bangers and George Clinton and Genuine and Frankie Beverly jacked up my whole last 2 weeks, and I have not been able to get anything done because I just keep bouncing from concert to concert. So I'm getting ready to I'm barely blogging, and I'm praying about that, but I'm getting ready to buckle back down. I've got some appearances and stuff. I got one, today is Friday. I got one on Sunday. Yeah, I'm going to try and binge watch that new season tonight and into tomorrow, and maybe record a recap Saturday night and get that up. But yeah, let me see, because I got a concert Sunday and I have an appearance the next weekend. So yeah, I gotta get back on top of stuff and get a handle on it, because if I don't, these shows will just like run away with me. And yeah, my wife got me watching that. Yes, Orange is the New Black. Listen, Orange is the New Black, I've been watching that since season 1, and every year I record a hour long for my other YouTube channel. I record an hour long recap where I recap every single episode, and it never fails. Right before the new season comes out, the previous season's video gets a whole bunch of comments and activity on it because people are watching it before they go into the new season to get a recap of it. And last year, I even dressed up like an inmate. This year, I don't know. I might pull out the green screen and put some bars or something behind me. I have to watch it and see what like the theme and stuff is. But somebody told me the one year I look like Black Cindy. And last year, I think I had the Afro puff and like the like wife beater and like name tag. I still have the name tag. So I might put that back on for this year and maybe find me some orange scrubs or something. But yeah, Orange is the New Black is like my favorite show, and I'm going to figure out something to do. All right, Michael, talk to you later. Be safe out there on the road. Drive with 2 hands and try and stay well. Get some coffee. I don't even know what book we're going to do for next month, because D.E. Eliot has another one. And it looks like I'm kind of repeating authors. D.E. Eliot has a new one that's coming out called Betrayed. And I want to read that one, but it's part of a series. And people, listen, we can't be reading series books. I need to be able to plow through something, get her done, or listen on Audible while I'm trying to like do a million other things, because it helps me when something on Audible, because that way I can be listening to it as I'm typing something up, or as I'm, lie to you not, a lot of times I sneak and do it at the radio station. Like I'm listening to Steve Harvey with one ear and I'm listening to Audible with the other ear. I was not at all I wasn't at all bothered by Sisters, because I had it on my iPad and I could just like flick it and then like, oh yeah, let me pay attention real quick. I like books that when I'm reading for book club purposes, I either like Audible or digital books. And then if I'm reading them later for leisure, I want it in the regular book form, so that way I can like have pages. And I do not take electronics to the beach, and I chill at beaches often, so I always like to have a real book for that. Tanisha, I wish I could have put you in the video. And I know there's a way to have a co-host, and I probably could have figured that out before we started all this, because then you could have been on here too, and that would have really been cool. However, I don't know what you're doing, where you at. So never mind. But yeah, that would have been really cool. But in the, I am being summoned, I believe. So let me, y'all don't even know. I promise you. When I was in high school, I I wanted this kind of life. And I think I should have had it when I was younger and had more energy. That's all I'm saying. I wish I had had it when I was younger and had a lot more energy. And now I'm just tired. I'm just tired. I'm so tired. But it's a good tired. And you know what? If you're going to be tired, at least be tired from doing amazing things and making memories and doing, you know, just crazy stuff. Don't be tired because you worked all day at a job you really didn't like and now you're mentally tired. I'm physically tired, not mentally tired. Physically tired because I have not had real sleep in forever. Like I've not had real sleep probably since the first or second week of July. I've not had more than maybe 4 hours. But it's fun though. Listen, it is so fun traveling and seeing a bunch of stuff and then trying to read at the same time. Yeah, I literally started reading Sisters. Was it last weekend? No, today is Friday. I think I started on Sunday. I'm so sorry. I started on Sunday. I'm out here reminding everybody, hey, don't forget, don't forget. I started the book on Sunday and accidentally, because I like to finish it right before the live, so it's still fresh. And I plowed through it so hard on Sunday, I literally had to stop myself and say, no, no, no. You come back again later. And I was like, but I need to know what happens. But I literally had to put it away. And then I read Wednesday and Thursday. Last night, I finished the last book, the last page. And I was kind of upset. Like, thanks for that cute little picture at the end, Tanisha. But I was kind of upset because I was like, dang, so it's over. Okay. All right. So it's over. And then I'm the kind of person, I always am wondering what are the characters doing. And I'm like, their characters ain't doing nothing. But I'm like, oh, I wonder what they did after that. Nothing. It's the end. Like, that's what happened. But yeah, it was really good. So job well done, Tanisha. Job well done. I am being summoned something terrible. And everybody knows what I'm doing on the first Friday of every month. Why? Bloweth up mine phone. That isn't even real King James, but you know. It's not even real. But Tanisha, I want to thank you so much for being on the live, for writing such an amazing book, and just for coming and hanging out with me for these 42 minutes that I've been on here. Thank you so much for being a part of it, and everybody else who was on watching and commenting. I'm going to link the book and her entire body of work in the description after the live video is over. But Tanisha, thank you again for writing this amazing book. And now everybody who has read it, go on over to Amazon and give it a great review. Thank you, Tanisha. I appreciate you. If you ever figure it out, I'd love to talk about, like, girl, yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. Because I think, I don't know if I'm going to pick a book for September, if we're going to have one for September, because I got a lot going on. If this month was busy, if July was busy, August is worse. I'm not going to have time to read a book, period. So what I might do is invite all the authors to come on to a live video, and we can all do like a little sit down, little chat kind of thing. And I will figure that out. And then you can come on too, and we can see if I can get D. Elliott on. I know Tiffany Jackson, who wrote Allegedly and Monday's Not Coming. She's like mad busy, but I would like to pick her brain on why she keeps doing this to our feelings and stuff. So yeah, be prepared for me to figure that out, Tanisha. I'll get with you and figure out a great time to do so. But yeah, everybody keep hanging around to Chatty Passenger. I'm always doing something, saying something, talking about something, and knowing something. Y'all know I'm a little nosy. So yeah, keep me in the loop. Thank you so much, Tanisha, again, for being on. I appreciate you and all that you've done. And everybody get out there, purchase the book. It's 99 cents. Come on, grab it, read it, and then come back and we'll talk about it in the comments. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. See you later. Bye.